Hello kings and queens, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you guys how I cook my Yabeh, white Yabeh. Yes, that's how we call it in Sierra Leone, and Nigerians call it yam porridge, but with this one we've got different things mixed together. I've got some plantain there, of course cassava, fresh cassava. I've got some sweet potato. Those are like the African one, the proper African one with the potato leaf. I've got some yam, cocoa yam. It's called cocoa yam, guys. So, and I've got some fish. Yes, I'm obsessed with this fish. That's that dry fish. Is and I've got some tomato puree. You can see the tomato puree I'm using. I've got some onions. Yeah, I love my white onions a lot. And I've got peanut butter. Yeah, I've got peanut butter there. And I've got some mangi cube. Different that crayfish. I've got crayfish there. Yes, that's crayfish already grind. Crayfish. And some jumbo aroma if needed. So I normally just use it to season if I have fish or other stuff, or if I'm cooking, I don't normally cook with salt. But when the food is plenty, it's either I put salt or that season, that all purpose. So that's the alternative. And I've got some mangi cube, the jumbo star mangi. That's the star mangi, jumbo star mangi. I did not like, no, it was not focusing that much. And I've got fresh chili there. Of course, my fried fish. I love my raw fish. So I've cleaned it. It's tilapia. And I've cleaned it, three of it, and I've got it nicely sliced and everything is clean. So that's it there. I'm gonna season it and fry it. And that's my pot there. So now we're gonna get on to peeling and cutting these things. Yes, we're gonna wash, peel, and cut them. So I've washed everything, and I'm gonna blend some onions and some chili. I'm not blending all the chili, as you can see. There's more chili. There's 3 more chili left there, just a little bit because my kids are gonna eat. I don't want too much chili in there, so I'm gonna blend that. When I finish blending it, and I'll move on to cutting the cassava and stuff. So the cassava is I chop it with my hand. Yes, we call this slice. Many people in my country, Sierra Leone, call it sese tangajese. Those who are from Sierra Leone knows what I'm talking about. We call it tangajese. This process is called tangajese. The way I'm cutting it is called tangajese. The cassava is called tange, and then the process is called sese tangajese or something like that. Yeah. So I'm gonna cut that. Don't mind me. I'm obsessed with eating cassava. When I see cassava, I eat them. I don't just go around buying them, but when I see them, I eat it. So I'm gonna cut that cassava. Make sure everything is cut, as you can see. The cocoyam and everything else, I've cut them, and the sweet potato, I've cut them. They're in a bowl over there, if you can see. And the pot is on fire already. So I put water in the pot and then put it to boil. Yes, just the ordinary water. I just leave it there to boil or warm anyway, any kind of patient that you can patient with it. If you want it to boil, you can let it boil. If you don't want it to boil, oh yeah, go ahead. Just hot the water, or just put the things and put them in the fire and let them all boil together. But sometimes when you boil the hot water before you put the cassava, yam and stuff, it end up cooking really well and uniform. But when you put them together, the water, the cassava, the yam, whatever, you put them together and then let it boil, it end up cooking by sections, so it does not cook all together. That's like what I've learned about it. That's how my people do it back home in Africa, and it works. It does work a lot. So as you can see, the way I cut the cassava, the other ones are like bigger, but the cassava I like it smaller because I'm not a bigger fan of cassava. I eat it a lot, but I'm not a fan of it. So I wouldn't want to see my cassava very big or bulky in my soup. I want it smaller, in a smaller pieces. It gives me appetite to eat it. So I left onions out. I'm gonna slice. Yes, I'm obsessed with my onions. As I told you guys, I was frying my fish, so I'm frying it dry. I would like my fish really seasoned and fried dry. So I'm gonna slice that onion onto that fish. Yes, I love my sliced onion so much. Everything then done there is we wash. That's for some people that just like pick up to the kitchen and be like, oh, it's too messy, there's so many things going on there. No, it's not messy. It's the things that I need that are outside. My kitchen is not a big kitchen. It's a quite small kitchen. And when you're cooking, you know what and what you need. So it's not like you're going to be taking out what you need one and then put it back. You will end up forgetting what you want to put in the cake in the pot. Like I did in this video. I literally forgot to put my crayfish because the crayfish is in the same season bowl as the other seasons. So I literally forgot to add my crayfish. I end up adding it later, which normally I don't do that. But because of it's been in another bowl or something, like that's why I forgot. So after I finish slicing my onions, I get on to the other stuff. Guys, I love eating fried fish. If I'm alone on this one, then leave me onto it. But if I'm not alone, then we are together. Anytime I fry my fish, the smell of it just kills me. The smell of it just make me hungry. So I put the fish, the dry fish that I show you guys. That's like I think it's a catfish, dry catfish. I put it in water, so it was soaked. I really did not need to do it, but I just like doing it that way. That way it's easier. So I open my tomato puree that I'm gonna be using, and now we're gonna get into the, you know what I mean, like into the into of the into. Yes, if you have not subscribed to my channel, go on and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like, share and comment, boo, because there's so much goodies coming. So we're gonna put the thing inside the water now. Oh, the cocoyam, cassava and the sweet potato in the boiling water. Yes, I still had to rinse it, but it's already washed. That was like the second water for it, and we're gonna put it in the pot. After we put it in the pot, we're gonna cover it and leave it to boil. And then we're gonna get rid of that water. So after I leave it for it to boil for like a couple of minutes, you know that it's ready. So whilst that was happening, I tried to put some things away that I don't need. I finished using, and some things I need. So as you can see, it's already boiling. So because it's white Yabeh, I put in the peanut butter because the peanut butter as well needs to cook. Guys, that peanut butter needs to cook really well. So I put some peanut butter. You can put as many or as less peanut butter as you want. If you don't like peanut butter, don't put it. I always say it in my videos that I'm showing you guys how to do. You don't have to use exactly what I'm using if you don't like it, because at the end of the day, you're cooking for yourself. You're cooking so that you can be able to eat. If you cook something that you don't like, you're not going to end up eating it. So just make sure you skip whatever I'm putting that you don't like eating. So it's as simple as that, because some people will be like, oh, why are you putting that? I don't normally put that. Then skip it. Or I don't like peanut butter. I'm allergic to peanut butter. Skip that thing, darling. Skip it. You don't need to put it because I'm putting it. If you are not allergic to it, if you love it, then go ahead. So I'm putting the blended chili and onions that I showed you guys before, and I'm going to add the Maggi cube. This is where the magic comes. You don't have to add Maggi cubes because I'm adding particular amount. I'm adding the amount of Maggi that I think is going to be enough for the amount of ingredients that I have. So like the cassava, the potato, the this and that and that. I still got plantain that is coming in later and stuff. So I'm putting a Maggi cube that is going to be enough for that particular dish that I'm cooking. So there is never a less amount of Maggi you can use. You can only put too much of it. But if you have been cooking, you know the amount of Maggi you put, then go ahead. If you're using the same amount of things that I use, the cassava, the potato, then you can put the same amount of Maggi that I put. As I told you guys, I don't use salt that much unless the thing is too much and I'm not feeling it. So I add a little bit of my jumbo aroma and I add salt. The reason being that because this is cassava, yam and stuff, it's not sauce, like it's not it's different from sauce. So like blasas, it's different from that. So with this, some people boil the yam, cassava and stuff, they add salt before they boil it. But what I tend to do, I tend to put it the salt what I'm putting the Maggi and stuff so that I don't get to put too much. So I'll only end up putting the amount that I need in there. So that's what I did in this occasion. So after I finished putting the pepper, I add the fish water to the blender just so I can get the remaining onion, and it's literally self-explanatory out of it. So I put in the dry fish because that dry fish still needs to boil. So putting that dry fish, the peanut butter, the Maggi cube and stuff, they need to boil, they need to cook. Yes, that Maggi cube needs to cook. There's a smell on it, it has a seasoned smell. All of that has to cook, boil and stuff. So I'm going to add the tomato puree as well in there. Yes, I'm using my hand to just do that because it's easy. If I use spoon, it's just going to take much of my time and we don't need it. So I'm using my hand to do that and I mix it. You don't need to mix it, you can cover it to boil. But I hate staying long in the kitchen, guys. Like when I'm in the kitchen, I need to like leave. When I get to the kitchen, the moment I get to the kitchen, I'm thinking of when am I leaving this kitchen, darling? Like when am I leaving? So I'm gonna cover it and leave it to boil. This does not actually have like a time limit. It depends to your pot, your stove, and your product that you put in there. The amount of time that you're gonna cook because of the fire that you've got underneath the heat. So I wouldn't tell you wait for 1 minute to 2 minutes. No, yours might not cook. So when that cassava is cooked, when those yams are cooked, you will know that it's cooked. When you open it, when you put your spoon in there, it obviously gonna split. Then you know this is cooked. So if I tell you do this, do that, I'll be lying to you. I'll be deceiving you, and I don't want that. That's why I always tell you guys check your pot and make sure it's okay. It's good to go. So I'm gonna peel the plantain. That's the plantain I showed you guys before. So I'm gonna peel them and cut them and put them in that pot. Yes, the plantain as well need to steam, but the other ingredients have been steaming already. So the plantain as well, I'm gonna cut it, slice it that way because that's how I wanted it. I wanted some of them to be in there that I'll be chewing, even though I don't want them too big. You can make it as big or as little as you want. It depends on your preference. This is you cooking for yourself. It is not you cooking for the world. It's not you cooking for YouTubers. It's not you cooking for. You're just trying to show YouTubers how to do this particular thing. But it's not like you're cooking for them. They're not the one eating it. You are the one eating it. So go for what you will fire eating. You don't want to cook and put it in the bin. You want to cook and eat it yourself. So that's what I did. I sliced it that way and then chala, I'm gonna add it onto that pot. As you can see, it already look like soup, but it's not soup. This is porridge. Yam, cassava, potato, whatever, porridge. So I add the fried fish, the sliced onion that I did previously, and then the chili, the bulk chili, because they need to steam as well. Yes, the fried fish needs to steam so that those ingredients can go into it. Like, you get what I mean? Like, they can go into it. The cassava and other stuff were already cooked at this point, but they were not well cooked. As you can see, it's cooked, but it is not well cooked. Well, it's well cooked, but like the well kind of cooked that I'm talking about, like mashy cook. Like it's like it just become pap. That's the kind of cook that I'm talking about. So leaving it for it to boil with the other stuff will make it do that. So I forgot to add the crayfish, and I'm going to add the crayfish now. I was meant to add the crayfish and all the other stuff together, but I literally almost finished cooking this food and I remembered that I did not add the crayfish. So we still did that, and then I ended up mixing it and cover it for some minutes for that crayfish as well to steam. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll cover it. I did not add any form of oil, nothing. This is white yabeh. You can either add peanut butter or just leave it to that without no peanut butter. It's still called white yabeh. We still call it in Sierra Leone white yabeh. So you can do any of which that you like. So I tested and it was wow. So I leave it for a few minutes. Obviously, I'm back, and this is time for me to munch this yabeh, this yam porridge, cassava porridge, whatever porridge you guys call it in your part of your country or town or city. This is the end result, and this food right there was fire. I'm having saliva right now when I'm talking. Don't mind me. I'm just that kind of a person when it comes to food that I like, and when the food is sweet. So I'm just gonna dish out. Yes, I did not finish what I dish out in that bowl at the moment, but I end up finishing it. So there's a difference to that. Don't be like, oh, that's too much for you. No, it's too much for me, but I ate it for the rest of the day. So that was completely entirely fine for me. Because when this thing is cold, you enjoy it the most. So I've got a lemon there. You know what I mean? Like, just add every flavor that you like in it. Most people eat this in my country. People that are pregnant, they eat a lot, and sometimes sick people, or sometimes they add lemon to it, and sometimes just kind of normal people like us. If you like it, you just do it. So that's the end look for it. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos to come.